Good morning from beautiful Medellin, Colombia. I am here in the Airbnb that we are now staying in for the next few weeks until we find a place to live permanently. A few updates for me. The wife and I moved from Miami, put all of our stuff in storage, and now we're in Colombia to start off on a new journey for the next few years for our family. And the reason why we moved here is a few reasons, but number one is dual citizenship. Being that my wife is from Colombia, it gives me the opportunity and our daughter the opportunity to become dual citizens, both American and Colombian. And so yesterday we had some amazing news that Mia is an official Colombian citizen. We just had to process some paperwork, and now she should be getting her Colombian passport very soon. I will then start my citizenship process as well, and I'll get a second passport for the first time in my life and be able to stay here as long as I would like. The second major update is my hair is growing. So you guys have seen it over the last few weeks just be longer and longer. And I washed it with eggs this past Monday. I know that sounds kind of crazy, and maybe it's like, Brian, why are you talking about washing your hair with eggs? But I'm going to give you a few life updates here before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, which is all about the business, okay? So eggs actually cleaned my hair. I haven't washed my hair with any soap or anything in the last 2 years. I've only just swam in the beach to wash it when I needed to. Ocean water heals everything, as you guys have seen, especially with my journey. And on Monday last week, I was like, all right, I'm going to try this egg wash. And I did that, and my hair is flowing. It's hard to see after this, hard to see with this hat on. But before, I couldn't even run my fingers through it without it being like getting stuck. And now it's smooth, silky clean. Haven't got a haircut either, so might need to go somewhere to clean it up. Find the place that I trust here in Colombia to not just, F it up. Because I didn't grow it this long for no reason, obviously. I want to keep it growing. And yesterday, my mom told me I look like the Latin Matthew McConaughey. So, there's that. We're also here because it gives us a better quality of life. In Miami, we had an amazing quality of life, but it felt like, especially during the first few months of my wife's pregnancy, after she had the baby, that it was just on us. And more importantly, my mom and my stepdad were 10 minutes away, and they could help us out, and they were helping us out, but we also didn't want to continue to, bother them to help us out. Not that that was bothering them, obviously. They want to spend as much time with their first grandchild as possible. Our daughter's the first grandchild of both families, so she's obviously going to be very spoiled. But we wanted to make sure that we had time for ourselves, and mainly had time for my wife too. So she has almost a full-time nanny here and an almost full-time chef. The nanny comes every morning till basically late afternoon. Well, that way Jennifer can go to the gym, do her chores, her errands, whatever she needs to do, help me with the business, planning our next in-person mastermind in our Argentina, which is coming next March, which she did, and it's been an amazing experience to see her do that now that she has more free time to work on the events with us. And that's been all set up. You can DM me the word Argentina on Instagram to get all the details and sign up for the wait list before we start the ticket sales on December 15th. And then we also have a chef, which has been game-changing because she's cooking 3 meals a day for us, Monday through Saturday, which not only saves even more money on costs, but more importantly, it saves us time. And so it's been an amazing transition, a hard transition nonetheless. Our sleep the last 6 months hasn't been the best. With a 6-month-old, it's kind of the reality sometimes, but yeah, every morning I like to come outside in the balcony, typically before Jennifer and Mia wake up, and just sit here, listen to the sounds of the city, the birds, and see the clouds moving. So today on the agenda, we have 2 client calls. One that's getting onboarded from a client that signed up for our hybrid offer yesterday, and they're going to get onboarded today. And then we'll have a potential sales call later after that. And then I have boxing at the middle of the day. So today's going to be come with me. Let me show you behind the scenes of what we're doing in the business. Let me show you how I plan on rescaling my agency back to 100K a month, and more importantly, 100K a month in profit. And let me show you the business model. Let me show you the math. Let me show you the team structure. Let me show you everything that I'm doing to basically rebuild my business again from scratch, and take you behind the scenes and put my money where my mouth is, my balls on the table, as they say, and just document everything. Because at the end of the day, I've been doing different types of content. I've been talking about Bitcoin, talking about Facebook, Andromeda, and doing just all different types of videos. But reality is like the best type of content that I like to watch, and I'm assuming you do too, is the behind the scenes. Come with me, show you everything, document, and let the work speak for itself. And so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to basically take you behind the scenes of what we're doing here, show you my life, show you my business, show you how we're building it, and I hope you enjoy it. And so I'm going to keep my little meditation going here. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what the view looks like. Beautiful morning here. And yeah, you can start seeing everybody start waking up already. Beautiful mountains over there to the left. And I'm excited, man. This is a new start of our journey. You know, moving outside the country has definitely been a transition for sure. But yeah, I just see the opportunity here over the next 3 to 5 years to, at the end of next year, not only become fluent in Spanish, become a dual citizen, but also be able to potentially expand one day to the Spanish-speaking market, which definitely excites me, and raise my family on a farm here eventually, and be able to go back and forth from Miami and have a place there and a place here. So there's no better time to start that dream than now. If we didn't do that move after our lease ended in November in Miami, we probably would have never done the move. But God was speaking to me, speaking to Jennifer, showing us visions of what we could create with our family here for the future. And I mean, just look at this mountain over here. Just imagine being able to have a farm up in that hill right there with the lights shining down from the clouds, with your own food, your own animals, your own cows, your own chickens, your own pigs. I don't know if that just excites me or not, but I feel like with where the world's going with AI and technology, that's going to be the true luxury, being able to disconnect while everyone's staying stuck connected. And I love working online, but I don't like being online. I don't like the feeling of being online. I don't like the feeling of being connected to the grid. So we're here to start that new journey, to scope out a place to build a compound for our family, to raise more kids, and to speak Spanish, and to rescale the business. So this allows me to also take more risks because I have more purchasing power here, which allows me to stack more Bitcoin and also be able to reinvest back into the business, hire the best talent, and that's it. So I'm going to start my day, and I'll take you behind the scenes every step of the way. Let's go. I guess it makes sense to actually give you a quick tour of the place. Every morning we come out here and make our water with our supplements that we take So let me talk about the cost of living here compared to Miami. And I got a comment on one of my Instagram posts that said, why don't you just make more money? Like, you can just make more money and then increase your quality of life. And it's true. And he's not wrong. But again, for the goals that I want to accomplish, which is buying a farm, which I can get way cheaper here in Colombia, and access to better foods, better quality of life, get more help, it just made sense to do it here, but also to have dual citizenship. Check this out. For the same price we were paying in Miami for rent, which was $7,500 a month, that was a 2-bedroom with a den. And it was a nice area, basically in Sunny Isles, Aventura. You know, we loved that place. It was really nice. We're only paying basically $3,300 right now for this Airbnb, which is actually pretty expensive for Medellin. It's a nice place. I mean, Medellin's just getting more popular by the week. But that also includes the nanny. It also includes the chef, which I think is like only $500 each per month, if that. That also includes boxing lessons for me 3 times a week. It also includes groceries, which is only like maybe $250 a month. And it also includes us eating out restaurants every, 2-3 times a week, which can be about $300, $400 here, US. We don't have a car, obviously, so we got rid of a car payment, so now we Uber everywhere, which is super cheap. And so for the same price we were paying in Miami just for rent, we're able to afford a way better quality of life, right? For the same price, if not less than the same price. So we're spending less here, getting more, which allows us to save more money and stack more investments or put more money back into the business while having a better marriage, a better quality of life here, more activities, more things we can do, and it allows us to achieve that dream to be able to eventually buy the farm one day. So purchasing power is everything. A lot of people tell you, oh, just make more money. It's like, dude, the name of the game of making wealth is not just making money, it's purchasing power. You don't just want to make more money, okay? You want your money to afford you more purchasing power in this life today, which means you need to be able to find a way to save your money in something that's not going to lose its purchasing power and be able to increase your purchasing power today, whether it's with your business or your skill set, and more importantly, decrease your cost of living so you can take more risks, put more money back into investments, and be able to have a better quality of life. So that's the quick math of what it looks like here versus there, and I figured you'd have questions, so I wanted to share that with you. Hola, mochita. Hola. Hola. La mochita. So the cool part about where we're living right now is it has this beautiful co-working space that I'm working in every single day because, as you can imagine with the baby, babies like to cry, and it definitely messes up the flow state, but I can just come downstairs and go into this little co-working space, and we got gym with everything that you need, weights, lap pull down machine. They got a little kitchen area too if you want to host some events, the grass where you can walk and sit and enjoy the views. Obviously the pool. That's a really nice place. So every morning, Jennifer and I walk a little bit with the baby. Then typically I'll shower and come in here and start working. Now I'm going to go on my computer, start a Loom video, and show you the expenses on a spreadsheet so you can see just how much we're saving in terms of cost of living, but how much more we're getting. So I'm gonna show you my screen. Okay, so check this out. This is the quick spreadsheet I put together to show you the cost of living in Medellin compared to Miami. At the very top, we have the monthly income. Now keep in mind, this is just my W-2 employee salary for my company. So I pay myself, we're an S Corp, I pay myself a monthly salary, and I also have owner's distributions. So just in terms of like my salary as a CEO, this is what I pay myself. This also includes Jennifer's salary. She does help out with HR, events, planning all the masterminds. Couldn't do any of this without her. She's been with me since the very beginning of starting my company, basically. I met her, honestly, before I quit my job, going full-time into building adspend.com. So she's been with me every step of the way. She's seen the highs, the lows, and now she's a part of, obviously, the rebuild as well, as we rebuild our life here in Medellin, Colombia, and as we rescale the agency. So just wanted to clarify that. Obviously, everything else that I could pay myself is not included in here. This is just W-2 salary. Business profits is separate. This is just what I pay myself every single month. So check this out. On the left here, we have what we're paying currently, which includes rent. Okay, average to cost the next 3 months. Now again, this is the biggest expense, obviously, for most people anyways. So I showed you the place. It's a really nice spot. We're here for the next few weeks, and then obviously we'll find a more permanent location. Now, then we have education. Now this is a monthly payment I'm paying to a coach right now that I'm working with. He's actually my first business coach. Shout out to Vince Del Monte. I started working with him again almost 2 months ago, and this is monthly for the next 6 months. But I also calculated what it would show you without that expense, so you can see what the true total would be. Nanny is about $750 a month. Car payment, again, we're still paying for our Mercedes because it was a 3-year lease that we signed last year when we moved back to Miami. However, I am renting the car out to somebody that I met in Miami who needed a car at the perfect time when we needed to get rid of the car payment. So they're paying more than half of the car payment. A member is $699. They're paying $400 a month plus their own car insurance to basically drive the car. And we're helping them out. They're helping us out. So it's really good. Then we have the private chef. That's about $657 a month. Groceries is $500. Now this is pretty on the high end. I think it's going to be more closer to $300. But of course, I'm going higher right now because we're ordering pasture raised, meats, chicken, eggs, etc. Like the whole 9 yards. It's like the best of the best here that you can get in Colombia, right? So I put 500. We'll see what the actual month ends up being. Storage unit, because all our stuff is still in Miami, stored, all of our furniture and everything, until we decide whether we're going to ship it over here or we're going to sell it and get new furniture or figure it out. It depends on obviously the place that we find, which is our goal over the next few weeks, to figure out that first, and then we figure out what we do with the storage unit. Restaurants about 500. Again, I always like to estimate more than less. Going out to eat here for me, Jennifer, and potentially the baby in the future, it's probably going to be around, I don't know, $100 at a really nice restaurant. You can get a really nice meal for $50 here for 2 people, really good quality food, etc. So I just put 500 for the sake. I want to make sure I'm not shooting myself short. Then we have Uber. This is about $250 a month. Again, this is on the higher end. Phone, about $200 a month between Jennifer and myself. This might increase as well because we need to open up a Colombian phone number to be able to send what they use here, which is called Nequi. And Nequi is kind of like a Zelle. If you obviously live in the States, you can transfer money immediately. This is why as well I believe everybody should have Bitcoin, because Bitcoin would make everything easier. We could send Bitcoin peer-to-peer. I don't need to open up a new phone line. I just need your Bitcoin wallet, etc. But obviously here in Colombia, they don't really use that. They're not really Bitcoin educated, which is a huge opportunity for the future and for everybody here to continue talking about Bitcoin. And then health and wellness, this is $250. This is specifically for massages. So the beautiful part about Medellin is it costs you about $50 maybe 55, maybe 60 to get a massage every single week for about 90 minutes. So I put that here because every week we're getting a massage, Jennifer and myself, in total about $250 for both of us. 8 massages every single month, $250. Like, you can't really beat that. And then boxing. This is what I started doing recently. I have boxing today, so I'll show you guys that as I go to the gym. And this is about $324 a month for 3 sessions, one-on-one, private with the coach that I'm training with, who's training directly with me only Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So all in all, you can see here, total expenses, only $9,650 for a nanny, for a chef, for basically everything that you need to live like a king. And then here, without the education, which will go away eventually, we're basically paying the same amount that we were paying in Miami to live here with way better quality of life, way more access, way more things to do, and not worried about anything. And this gives me even more capital to deploy into the business, to take more risks, to hire better team members, to obviously scale, or to invest personally. So I wanted to show this to you so that way you can see exactly what the numbers look like, and more importantly, why we made this move. Because if you actually go to my morning formula here, you can see that one of our goals is actually to have our farm, which you can see here. We got some chickens, we got a nice garden over here. We have the dogs, our own home gym, our own sauna, our own cold plunge, and we want a farm. So if I go here to this right here, I wrote this, years ago, and it says, Brian is happily married to his beautiful wife, Jennifer Moncada. They have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. Brian and his family live in a 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom house in Altos de las Palmas, Medellin. They have a garden where they grow their own fruits, veggies, herbs, and plants, a farm with chickens that lay fresh eggs every single day, cows that produce raw milk and cheese. In their backyard is long grass field with a sauna, cold plunge, outdoor gym. To work out and relax in the sunshine, they travel back and forth to the U.S. to visit their families in Arizona and Miami. When their kids are old enough, they'll buy a home in Miami to raise them at their private school in the U.S. Now, of course, I wrote this a long time ago in my morning formula. I update this and I look at this every single day, as I believe you should do as well, because this is what creates your future. The only reason why we're here is because I had this vision years ago. I had this dream years ago, and now's the opportunity to actually take advantage of it. So we're here. We're doing it. That's why I made the move. Now let's talk about the business. Okay, so let's get into the nitty gritty and the meat and potatoes of actually how I'm going to be scaling this company and building the agency from scratch. So check this out. This is what I call the model math sheet. This is what I give to all of my clients inside of my mastermind as well. So if you want this, join the mastermind. Shameless plug. I am not afraid to say it. Okay, work with me and I'll help you build this for yourself, because you need to have an idea of what you're doing, what you're building, what products you're selling, what your expenses are, what the math is to actually achieve your goals. So here is what I am doing. We have basically 3 products, okay? We have the hybrid, we have the agency, and we have the mastermind. Now, of course, we did launch the software a month ago, and we are still selling that as it currently stands right now. But to scale that software would take a huge team, a lot of capital, and we're debating on whether we should just keep it as it is, which is it's a great product, but it's going to come with a lot of headache to continue scaling it. So it acts as a good tripwire, a good front end, but it takes away from the main focus of what actually gets the best results. So one thing you always want to do, and what I realize is like, okay, what's actually the easiest thing that makes the most money, gets the clients the best results, and more importantly, allows me and my team to have peace, profit, and purpose, which are the values of our company and what I'm actually trying to achieve. And so what's funny is it actually just goes back to going back to what worked previously. It's like every single time I try to complicate things and try new stuff, it works, but it's like it creates more complications, it creates more complexity. And what's the simplest thing to do for us is offer done for you, okay? So we sold over 200 plus clients last year into the hybrid offer at $15K each. This year, our goal, or heading into next year, I should say, to hit our math, we only need 100 units. 100 units is about $125K a month. That's about 8 sales per month at $15K. That's $1.5 million per year. Now, out of that hybrid client, if we only converted 10% into the agency on the back end with a $10K a month retainer minimum, not including percentage of profit or revenue, or even higher retainers, 10 clients at $10K a month, that's $100K a month, plus that's $1.2 million per year. Now, mastermind as well. We have the mastermind specifically for agency owners and coaches as well. And if we only had 25 clients paying us $3K a month or $30K for the year pay in full, that's about $75,000 a month. That's $900,000 a year, almost $1 million from that offer right there. And we also sell event tickets to our mastermind. So for example, we have our mastermind coming up, which is the Admin in Argentina Mastermind. The waitlist just dropped yesterday on my Instagram. It's March 26th to the 28th. So after all the Mastermind members RSVP, we might have a few spots available for you to actually sit in and attend as a guest to the event. And then at the event, you have the option to join the Mastermind full-time, work with me and my team one-on-one over the next 12 months to help you scale your business and obviously your agency. And so those are the offers, right? And everything feeds into each other. We have the hybrid. Again, that's a setup offer. It's our done for you ads setup offer on Facebook and YouTube. This is what our main flagship offer is. A lot of these people want done for you anyways in the end, so they can upgrade to the agency. So we're basically creating agency clients. And then the Mastermind is more consulting done with you and coaching. This is where you can work with me one-on-one. You get obviously a weekly call every single week as a group. You can book one-on-one calls with me, limited as needed every single month. Those are obviously once or twice a month, depending on my calendar availability. And you also get the Slack channel and access to all our course content and access to all the events for free that we do, which is 4 times throughout the year at very specific locations. And then the event tickets also feed into the Mastermind and to the hybrid, because most people that come to the Mastermind, they're learning how to run ads for the first time, or they're learning how to scale with ads. That's why they want to come, because they want to work with adspend.com to learn how to scale on YouTube and Facebook to grow past 100K a month in profits. And at the events, we also upsell the Mastermind and the hybrid. Of course, not everybody takes it, but a percentage of them do. And so if we just sell 10 tickets per event, then obviously we can convert at least 20 or 30% of those ticket sales into Mastermind clients or to hybrid clients as well, and offer them a really sweet deal to take that same weekend at the event. So with all those products combined, not including the software, we're looking at $315,000 a month in income. That's $3.78 million a year. Now, expense-wise, okay, Stripe fees are obviously gonna be a big thing, and of course I could probably lower that if I needed to, but that's about $100,000 a year. That's about 8K per month to process all of these payments through Stripe. Tools is about 10,000. I'm overestimating again instead of underestimating. We've reduced our tech software drastically. We've switched everything to go high level, reduced ClickFunnels, et cetera, et cetera. I can name a bunch of stuff. Everything's in go high level now. It's super streamlined, super systematized. We have everything dialed in. Shout out to Max on my team who's helped me, and all of our clients do the same thing. Payroll, it's about $43,000, including my salary and the entire team. Closer, again, I'm estimating we're probably gonna need a closer here that's gonna be full-time, that can make anywhere from 25 to 30K a month. Again, of course, this is assuming he's gonna close 10% of all of this, but he's probably not gonna sell event tickets. Obviously, I can sell those by myself. He's probably not gonna sell the Mastermind. He's probably only gonna be focused on the hybrid actually, which will probably be about 20K to 25K a month for that person right there, and including agency as well. So this is like worst case scenario, hiring a closer, and they make this much money, or best case scenario, I guess, if you want to look at it that way for them. That's about $400,000 a year. And then we have advertising. Again, I'm overestimating how much we have to spend on ads to hit this, but I want to be overestimated as opposed to underestimated. Then we have merch, okay? Merch that we sell for our team, for our clients in the Mastermind, awards that we hand out that we're planning on doing, hint, hint, wink, wink in the future. And then other Mastermind travel and events. So this is like, paying for masterminds, like masterminds that I'm a part of, traveling to Mastermind events, having team travel to the events, et cetera. So that's about 15K a month. That's about $180,000 a year. Total expense is $138,000 a month. That's $1.6 million per year. Profit after all the expenses of $176,000. That's $2.1 million. After profit share, okay, so profit share is about $70,000 a month, $847,000 a year. Profit after profit share is $105,000, $1.27 million a year. Again, this can be higher as well if we sell an extra 1 unit per month of the hybrid. That obviously increases an extra $100,000. We can obviously, not just cap it at 10. This is not including profit share of the agency clients either. So if we have obviously clients on profit share, which we will, then clients can pay us an average of 20K a month, 30K a month, right? So that could obviously increase this from 10K to 20K a month between 20 clients. 10 clients, I should say, and that increases everything dramatically, obviously. It's about $2 million in profit after profit share. So I pay my team profit share right now because I'm focused on peace, profit, and purpose, and I want the right people on my team who are incentivized to help me scale the company. So profit after profit share hits my goals of $100,000 in profit and $1.2 million in profit for the year. So my profit margin seems low at 33%, But who cares, right? This allows me to manage my business effectively, have the right people in the right seats with the right offers, servicing the right clients, and more importantly, allows me to focus on what I like, which is creating content, marketing, videos like this, sales, and being able to spend time with my wife and my family and build my farm here in Colombia and obviously achieve my goals. So you can see here, 40% is allocated to the team, okay, which means the team is incentivized to scale this business with me. They're all in on adspend.com and not doing their own thing, which shows you where we're going. So this is what we're trying to achieve with this new video series. Over the next year, you will see me attack these goals relentlessly, focus on this, because this is the service, the product that gets the best results for the client. This is the system that's worked the best. This is the most fun I've had doing it. This is how I'm gonna be rebuilding everything from scratch. I'll show you where we're at right now. We sold a hybrid client yesterday who paid in full for the 15K. I got another client who's probably going to pay today on a 3-pay potentially. Again, we're just going to keep racking these hybrid sales up, upgrading them to the agency. We got 2 clients on retainer right now for the agency, paying us 10K a month each, with profit share kicking in after 90 days, 10%. And so we're scaling all of this slowly but surely. I've took my foot off the gas this year I should say, because I don't want to make excuses, but this is why I'm here. I'm showing up, being fully accountable, and showing you how we're going to do it. So I hope this makes sense, and I hope you enjoy that.
Good morning, guys.
Morning. How are you feeling, Gemma? You sick?
Yeah, apparently yes.
Hey, June, you passed it off to her virtually, dude. All right, well, hopefully you feel better. Drink some tea, some lemon, some honey. We got to visit you guys out there soon, but not during rainy season.
I think you're gonna love summer here.
Yeah. Cool. What's up, guys?
Hello.
you guys.
Actually, let's start.
Cool. Yeah, I just got confirmation as well. I'm gonna process the POS form right now. We just sold another client.
Okay.
Nice. Basically, that allows us to access the YouTube account, the Google Ads account, the Meta Ads account, all in one click, basically.
Oh wow. Yeah, looks good. Let's do that for sure. That makes it easier for us, makes it easier for them. Thank you guys for doing that yesterday. We already got a couple people on the wait list. We got someone to buy a ticket yesterday. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I already had another person confirm they're gonna buy as well. So hopefully that comes through in the next week or two. Oh, I also got confirmation he's gonna renew.
Nice.
Wow. Great.
I have a call with him literally next Monday that he booked, and he brought it up. He's like, let's talk about renewal. I'm definitely down for another year.
Okay.
So that'll be huge.
Yes,
Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in Slack. Let's have a crazy to good day. Let's go. So just got done with the team meeting, and during the team meeting, we actually had the second client I mentioned previously that was going to be paying today or tomorrow actually process their first payment of a payment plan to sign up for the hybrid offer. So their payment went through, we onboarded them into Slack, into school, and sent them the welcome email. So they'll be having their onboarding call with Max on my team tomorrow or Friday. So that's 2 clients in the last basically 24 hours that have paid us or going to be paying us a total of 30K. We've collected in total cash 20K in the last 2 days, not including a mastermind ticket sale. So that's about 23K in the last 24 hours basically. So we have 2 clients that just signed up for the hybrid, 1 mastermind ticket sale, and we're moving and grooving. The team's working. We're all focused on these specific core products, the things that get the best client results, automating everything, making sure the client journey and process is streamlined. And again, I'm going to keep you updated every step of the way and show you everything. So now I'm going to have a call at 10 o'clock with another client that paid yesterday in full, and we're going to get them onboarded.
Yo, thanks so much for making this happen, man.
Good morning. Good morning. Beautiful. Well, guys, welcome in. Congratulations again. And I'm excited to do this with you, kick this relationship off right. And thank you guys so much, first and foremost, for taking time to fill out the OPP doc in detail. You'll be surprised that this amount of effort you guys do obviously is going to be paying dividends in the future, because it gives us everything that we need to figure out, okay, where they are at, meaning your clients right now currently, and where they want to go. And I want to go through it like piece by piece, pick it apart and figure out how we can make the messaging even better moving forward, especially as we start creating these ads and send them over to you.
Dude, I think that would crush it too. So anyway, lots of ideas in the future, but yeah, man, just wanted to kind of give you that kudos and say, very impressed that you're being so high touch yourself, because normally you get passed off to someone else and then the person you speak with on the sales call disappears and whatever. So anyway, choose respect, really appreciate it, and look forward to continuing to work with you, man, for real.
Pleasure. All right, guys. Well, look, I'm going to send everything over in Slack next steps, and you guys will be communicated the rest of the day, and then we'll get the assets over to you guys tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Brian. Talk to you soon, man.
You guys as well, man. I mean, that's why we attract the right people. So like, attract like. So have an amazing rest of your Wednesday, guys, and I look forward to working with you guys.
Yeah, dude. Take
Later,
care, man.
Brian.
Bye.
Peace. So as you guys just saw, been a busy morning so far, but it's all been productive. Got the clients onboarded, had an amazing call. They're already loving the experience working with me and the team. And now I'm gonna head upstairs to eat breakfast finally and prepare for boxing at 12 p.m. All right, so I just arrived to boxing, got the gloves. I still don't have hand wraps. I'm supposed to buy them here. Hopefully they can take credit card, but it's my second boxing lesson. I started boxing on Monday. I've trained MMA for 6 months, but this is the first time I'm doing boxing only to just work on my striking. I do one-on-ones 3 times a week. Like I said, it costs about $324 US per month, but that's 12 sessions, one-on-one exclusive with me. So I'm gonna be here for about an hour just getting worked. My hands are still sore from Monday. My body's still sore, my calves are still sore. It's been a while since I've trained mixed martial arts and striking in general. So we're gonna be here and yeah. So I just got done an hour of boxing. I'm gassed. Se acabó la gasolina, okay. I remember when I was here previously, every Sunday they block off the streets and they walk and they run, they skate, they bike, and then I remember my wife and I were running one time and we stopped. We were trying to beat this old guy, and this old guy ended up catching up to us and he was like, ¿Qué pasó? Se acabó la gasolina, okay? Meaning like, you ran out of gas or what? Right now, I ran out of gas. Yeah, my arms, my hands, my body's super sore. I got definitely delayed onset muscle soreness, but feels good, you know? Push yourself, try something new. I've only done mixed martial arts before, striking, Muay Thai, boxing a little bit, and then kickboxing as well. Mixed martial arts striking, obviously, so it's everything. But boxing is definitely giving me a new respect for boxers because I'm not trying to be a boxer, but I'm just trying to build more discipline and also be able to push myself and defend my family, and more importantly, be able to not give up. So another day down, we got a lot more weeks to go, and 3 times a week, it's only gonna get harder, but we're gonna get better, baby, let's go. So now I'm gonna head back, get some food, and continue the workday. Looks like we just got another mastermind ticket as well. I'll put the screenshot right here. I just saw the deal come through in Slack, and we already got 2 tickets sold for mastermind in Argentina in March of next year, so let's go. So I just got back from boxing and I literally ate my food too fast to show you, but check this out. The beauty about having a chef is you come home, the food's already done. Obviously I ate mine. My wife's is right here. Got a little something simple today, nothing too crazy. Some rice, some plantains, a big piece of chicharron, and then in the fridge here we got everything else we need for the rest of the week. So we buy the groceries, she cooks what we want, we tell her exactly what we want. We got some meat stock right there for some chicken feet. This is gonna be so good for the gut and for our baby. Some fruit, some fresh fruit, organic fruit. More chicken de-thawing right here, some vegetables. And then in here, we have the entire pasture-raised farm right here. Pasture-raised chicken, pasture-raised meats, wild-caught salmon. And we got all types of beef, all types of chicken, straight from the farm to our fridge, and everything is prepared. And the chef leaves it for us right here. She cooks 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so I don't have to worry about it. I come home from training or from calls to take a lunch, eat dinner, it's already done, we don't have to worry about it. Makes it so much better for my wife as well, because she can have time for herself. She doesn't have to worry about cooking, so this is the life now. Anyways, I gotta prepare for a call right now. I'll run to the other room and I'll show you what we're about to cook up. How's your guys' day?
It's gross here. Everything's just dead
Oh.
and gloomy and rainy. But
It looks
make our own
Which-
sunshine, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hasn't been
Beautiful dude, just got done boxing, doing 3 times a week right now.
Oh.
It's tough, dude. My hands hurt. It's like shivering.
I bet you feel so pimp though.
Oh yeah. I come home and I'm like drained, and then I'm like, okay, I got 30 minutes before this call, but like the food's already done because the chef already cooked it. So I'm like, all right, sweet. And I started filming like you guys recommended.
Nice.
So today I'm filming the day in the life, rebuilding the agency from scratch, and that will be posted, I think, next week.
Okay, it's go time.
Yeah. I literally said in the beginning of the video, I was like, I'm putting my balls on the table right now.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I was like, I'm showing you guys the real truth of how it is to build it from scratch. Rebuilding to 100K a month. And what's funny is I closed a client today for the hybrid So I'm showing all the Stripe screenshots and everything as they come. So do you think it'd be best if I spend some time this weekend maybe making the first who we are and why we're here, like the becoming an admin training, even if it's just stupid simple, like just knock those videos out, and then on like the 1st of December we start the challenge before the end of the year?
I think classroom wise, yeah, in-doc is the priority because everybody you want to do that.
Yeah.
Everybody that new comes in, you want them to do that. Whereas like the classroom, like actual training stuff, you can slow build that over the next like 6 months.
So we can do Monday, admin alchemy, basically. It's like, reprogramming ourselves with the morning formula, Wednesday workout, Sunday warm up, right? And then the rest can be ads, psychology, thinking time, that kind of thing.
I think at this point, you just got to start pushing shit.
Okay.
They want to be an admin mostly because like they want your lifestyle. It's mostly just becoming the identity. So the more you can show off your lifestyle in a way that's like, this is possible of an admin. They're like, yeah, I want to. You got to flex.
It sounds actually pretty simple. It's just more accountability for me, which is great. And then just, showing up every day and pushing people to the community. But the most important thing is getting the in-doc done ASAP, because that's going to be where they know who we are, what we're trying to accomplish. And then here's what admin do to set yourself up for success. So it's warm up, it's admin alchemy, it's calendar management, it's mindset, it's health, it's wellness, it's preparing for the biggest year ever. It's like, okay, that's December. It's like building the foundation. And then in January, it's like, okay, now we pitch, now we post, now we do these things to get the clients actually.
And it's perfect because it sounds right in line with what you're doing. You're like, I have to do these because I'm restarting an agency.
Yeah.
I have to rebuild the foundation. I have to rebuild the mindset, the beliefs, the habits, the structures. And so this is exactly what I'm doing, what we are doing, what we have to do to crush 2026.
Yeah. Yep. 100%. Oh, one last thing. I don't think we sorted the rules, like no pitching or get kicked, no hiring, mastermind only. Be active and participate it's kind of standard, but I don't think
Yeah, it's more like, what do we do, right?
Share.
Or like something about winning together, working together.
Yeah, collaborate on creatives.
Collaborate on creatives.
Like I feel like we really want them posting what they're running so that they can get feedback.
Celebrate new clients.
Celebrate new clients for sure. And then we just got to create our own little ritual of how we celebrate, right?
So then I got to basically remove this, keep this, keep these, but then move these to the top. Boom. Boom. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Juicy stuff. I love it.
Yeah. See some
All right,
engagement.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get
Fired up.
Finally.
Peace. All right. Have a nice weekend, boys.
Yeah, you too. Happy Thanksgiving.
So there you have it, last call of the day. And as you just saw, we are revamping our entire admin school community. It used to be called the Ad Spend School Community. Now it's called the Admin School Community, all branded around the identity we are building here and helping other people achieve, which is all about helping agency owners scale to 100K a month. Now, of course, if you're a coach, consultant, course creator, you still have to become an admin if you want to scale your business. But obviously your ideal situation is hiring an admin to run your ads and scale them for you, which is obviously what we do at adspend.com. That's what we get paid for. And if you want to hire our agency, happy to work with you. Just go ahead and apply using the link in the description. But either way, you can get value from this community because you're going to have to learn how to run the ads yourself until you have enough budget and enough revenue coming in to afford an A-player admin like myself and my team to do it all for you. So if you want to join the school community, just go ahead and click the first link in the description. It should take you right to the school community, especially if you're an ad buyer who wants to become an admin and scale past $100,000 a month. As I said in the beginning of this video, the whole goal is to be radically transparent with you and show you me rebuilding my agency from scratch, and most importantly, I'm going to be documenting it every step of the way. And the way I'm going to be doing that is every day inside the school community. So if you're watching this video and you want to be behind the scenes with me and follow along this journey and do it with me, join the school community. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment down below. Tell me you liked this type of content, and I'm happy to continue making it, but I want to hear from you. Until next time, keep smiling, keep learning, keep growing, and let's go. Let's go! Okay, so now we're heading to a restaurant here in El Poblado to meet up with a good friend of mine named Armin, who I met in Sam Melvum's Quantum Mastermind. And he and his girlfriend live here in Medellin, in Las Palmas. It's a upper area of the city. So we're gonna meet meet up here and get some dinner, some sushi, some steak. Got the admin blue light blockers on because you know we got to protect our sleep because we got to be up tomorrow, start a new day. So let's take you to the restaurant. All right, so I'm at dinner with one of my great friends, Armin, who I met in Miami. Actually, we met at the Quantum Mastermind by Sam Ovens, and now, funny enough, we both live in Medellin, and he's showing me the art of meditation, the science of meditation, and how he's completely transformed his life through meditation, surrendering to God and finding truth. And he's gonna show me and you exactly what you can experience when you join his school community. Check this out. Armin, show us.
All right, so in the course, what I did is first I went back to the origin of flow state, because flow state, as an entrepreneur, we know what flow state is.
Yeah.
But flow state is actually just meditation in action.
Yeah.
Meditation is when you reach a quantum point within yourself where everything's effortless, where you're just being. But how do you translate that into doing? And so what we call flow state, which a lot of athletes feel, entrepreneurs feel, artists feel, is when they go into the zone where time just flies by, effort just multiplies, and you don't even realize. So I started to cultivate that with meditation, and I broke it down to a course. I figured out who's the guy who actually discovered a flow state for the first time, and how it's the key to high performance, the magic of flow state, everything. Then we break down the kind of meditation I did that put me in flow state, which is called Yahweh meditation. Now, the cool thing about Yahweh is in Hebrew, it's the word for God. That's the name for God, but it's not a word because there's no, you can't pronounce it because there's no vowels in it. It's YHWH. Okay? Because the actual spelling of it is not a pronounced word, it's a pronounced action. It's breathing.
No way.
So the name for God in Hebrew is the inhalation and exhalation of your breath. Literally, God is your breath. And it's even cooler because YHWH in Hebrew has numerical values. And so the actual numerical values line up with your DNA strand's numerical values. So it's also, Yahweh is also embedded in your DNA strand. Holy crap. Crazy shit. So you learn all that in the course. And then I break down everything on how to do Yahweh meditation, which is the combination of breathing and stillness, activating kind of that intuition, that third eye inside you, and then going to a place where everything is thinner. The reality of experience is thinner. So I break down how to prepare for it, setting up the environment, the meditation posture, directing awareness, and even quieting the mind. And then there's an actual guided meditation, so you could do this if you want.
Go to Surrender Project on School. Go to Discover Communities. You can see it right there, Surrender Project, right there. Search for it, answer the membership questions, and then join the school group if you want to tap into truth. Because what Armin and I were just discussing was the difference between discernment between God's voice and then the egoic voice, and how most entrepreneurs, like you discovered and I'm discovering right now through talking to you, and even in my journey previously, we operate out of ego versus truth. And it's completely transformed your business.
You don't want to run your business blind. Well, most people are, based on blind conviction, blind beliefs, blind past memories, blind patterns. Everything's just blind. Now, if you had a choice to experience a dream, fully unconscious or conscious, which one would you choose? Because the moment you're awake in a dream, you can start flying and do random stuff, right? Do crazy stuff. If you're in a dream, which we are, it's his life, don't you want to be awake? And so it's time to stop sleepwalking, right? Daydreaming and walking in your life. And you do that by quieting the mind, you go inward. That's what meditation is, the path of stillness. Stillness reminds you of the truth, what you are, really.
I mean, if that's not a VSL that you should click on immediately, I don't know what is. Surrender Project on School, check it out. Him and I are gonna finish this amazing meal here in the middle of Poblado at this place called Yaki Chan. This is why we moved back, to meet up with amazing entrepreneurs and friends like him. So, enjoy.